Hi, I'm Dina Sperano here with the ACC.12 Fit on the Go blog. We just heard Dr. Bronn Wald's opening remarks, and we are here with two fellows to hear what they thought.
Hi, I'm Mazen Al-Baghdadi. I'm a cardiology fellow at Northwestern University.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Andrew Codd. I'm a resident actually at Northwestern University.
Well, thanks for joining us. So what do you think is the big take-home message from Dr. Bronn Wald's remarks this morning, and sort of how it applies toward fellows going ahead toward their future as cardiologists?
Well, for those of us interested in basic research, I think there were two positive messages from Dr. Bronn Wald's talk. With regard to ischemia reperfusion and cell therapy, I believe there's a significant future in that regard, and I'm really excited to see what work's being done at this conference and at future conferences, and I hope to be involved in some of that work. Andrew?
I think the thing that I took away from it is some of the non-pharmacologic approaches to reperfusion and MI. I know you mentioned perconditioning in these patients, so that's the thing I found the most interesting.
So we've just come from Dr. Bronn Wald's very inspiring speech, kind of taking us through the last 100 years of interventional cardiology. What do you think is the biggest take-home point for fellows from his remarks this morning?
He put a nice projection on the future and what potential advancements will happen.
I like the way that Dr. Bronn Wald summarized the various advances and the future, which looks very optimistic and promising.
My fellows in training need to orient themselves with the past, the present, and the future, and that was Dr. Bronn Wald's message.
He gives a very compact overview of what has happened in the field of cardiology. Particularly, I think many of us have this misconception that the cardiology is already peaked and there are not a lot of great developments in the foreground going forward. That's entirely not true, and Dr. Bronn Wald showed at least 3 areas where there are great opportunities and truly innovative things happening.
Research is fascinating, and it works together to increase our scientific knowledge, and fellows should learn to understand and study the specifics about each study so that they can begin to make their own conclusions about what is found.
Not only can we rely on randomized controlled trials, which of course take a long time to develop and are very expensive, we're going to have real-world data. We're going to have Framingham on steroids. So we need to get the fellows out there to use the NCDR now in your training program. Start looking yourself at how to improve, and then help us with coming up with better measures, better tools, more appropriate use criteria, and a future in which actually our patriotic duty is served.
I think the ACC is the premier meeting for cardiologists and for fellows, and particularly gives a lot of direction not only early on but throughout your career as to what areas you want to pursue, how to network with other folks, and really just learning a lot about the business and politics of cardiology. I mean, this is probably the single meeting for pulling all of that together. The FIT program is really exciting the way that's come along in the last few years, and I wish I'd had it when I had come through.